Good morning, everyone. Don't want this, unless I already have a template in there. Perfect. Bam. All right. So, new character today. New character today. I'm going to start with that for to do my sculpting in the morning, and then we'll be back to Zen this afternoon. Bam. So I would like to get this screenshot. All right, I'll save that here. Era. Okay, then we'll save this file here as era. All right. Let's double check a few things. So I want to know the height of the character. Sally, welcome. Indeed, new commission today. We're starting brand spanking new, making a new character. And he will be 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall. So I'll make a cube. And I can just change the bounds of this to 7 feet. And we'll scale the character, or the reference. Right about there. All right. And then we can take all this stuff. But hello, Seth. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Can't believe it's going by so quick. What a fast week. Let's switch up the color on the character. I guess something like that. All right. Thingies. Oh, chilled out so much. Okay. Happy Wednesday to you too. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. Much appreciated. Now, let's, before we continue, I want to take this, duplicate it. Actually, before I duplicate it, select it, make the, set it to front. Diggy Mo, happy 3 p.m. to you. I just woke up. That looks funky. Well, hello, welcome. We're just starting a new avatar. For this, yeah. So it's going to be Era, our cosmic kind of jester character. So what's it say? Incarnation of fun. The fun incarnation. Oh, and this is what the face looks like underneath. Cool. Cool teeth. Very fun. Get rid of the nose for now. And hide the eyeballs as well. They get in the way. They get in the way. Actually, I will make the ears from scratch. All right, so we're just kind of adjusting things, trying to get the sizing correct before we really jump into sculpting. Adish, good morning. Hello. Looks like new character in the process. Correct. We just started. We're going to be sculpting. It's going to be fun. It's fun incarnate. Then where's the cards? He's got some cards. He's got these little card symbols. Different kind of card though. Not Uno. There we go. You know, we'll just take one more. We'll just take one more. Like this. Actually, I mean, he's got a bend, but not in the top of the leg, just in the knee. I think we can do that with this one. Just by moving it around. Oh yes, a stream is gold. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. This model you're working on seems special. I would love to see how you approach different parts. Well, I will be streaming the whole thing. It'll probably be about 1 to 2 weeks until we're done. So definitely check it out. Oh, look, you're asking if he had fun. Hey, look, he's got little dice. He's got D20. He's got a coin. No Uno card though, but he does have this symbol, which floats behind him, which is cool. But thank you, Sally. That's very kind of you to say. I'm very happy to be here every day, and really, really love what I do. So it's no, it's all good for me. But yeah, hopefully this helps. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. I'll be moving pretty quick through this. I find that this is generally the fastest part. Well, sort of. I make decisions faster, but I don't know if it's necessarily the fastest thing I do. Anyway, getting lost in the technicalities there. So something like this. Pretty good. Yeah, please let me know if you have any questions. I love talking and answering questions, so be happy to let you know. Hello, Thorn. Welcome. Good morning. We're starting on a new character today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So basically, you start with block mesh. I like to start from a sphere. From a sphere. Spear is like a stabbing weapon. But you mean like a sphere, like a circle? Working on a new avatar. Yes, we're just in the beginning. In fact, I should let the client know we're just starting. Looks juicy. Snake hook is better than grab. That is an opinion. I don't mind the snake hook. Sometimes it just doesn't quite work the way I expect it to. Oh, interesting. That's sphere eyes. Just want to smooth. Then, yes. Legs should be a bit bigger. Torso a little bit taller. This should be a little thinner. You got to shave. Yes, indeed. I probably missed a spot. From sphere, the autocorrect corrects you when not needed. You're totally fine. But yes, for me, there's no difference between block and sphere because with like the mesh filter and few operations, you can go from a block to a sphere super quickly. Like it doesn't take any time at all to switch what you're working on or the type of shape you're working on. We're just gonna combine these. Well, I don't know. We'll keep them separate for now. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to it. Come back to that thought. I had such a cool idea for a VR game. Let's start the program. Sorry. Face fuchsia poop shape. I don't see the emotes. I just see the description of the emotes. um, it only sends me the descriptions of these emotes, which is funny. Okay, so I think a problem that I usually run into is the butt to groin level is off. I usually put the butt a little too low so you get this like diagonal on the hip. But I really want to level the hip because I think that will give me better deformations. Here. And we'll make a empty right there, which we'll call mirror or axis. Actually, it should be mirror origin. That's what we want to call it. And we'll send it to hidden. So now I can hide that whole collection, but reference it still. But and that allows me to put mirrors in spots that are more useful. All right. And then we'll use the same shape for the pack. Funny. But I had an idea for a VR game, and I'm going to rant about this for a little bit because I just thought about it all night. I could barely sleep. I thought it was very fun. But of a VR game where it's like everything is super physical. Um, so like instead of like the game, I think I will go out of my way to make sure there aren't any like um, ranged weapons. And the goal would be so like every fight you have in the game is very melee oriented, but more like but your character would be like you're like a monster and you have to like eat things and stuff. He is jacked. He is jacked. um, triple jacked. But like in VR, you'd have to like bite things and claw things and stuff. But it wouldn't try to avoid using weapons and guns and stuff because I think that would be very interesting. Gym is fun. Gym is fun. But I think I'm gonna try to make a little demo of that or something at some point because that'd be really fun. Rip tear and stuff like that. All in VR. All in VR. All right, that's not bad. But I'm very excited by the idea, and I probably will be. If I ever reach a good point where my products are doing well, I'll probably switch to doing like a video game or something on stream. So, goals. Goals. So you scrape the sides. Nice. Yeah, I like the usually for controlling like a shape, I really like the flatten or scrape. This is a scrape tool. Um, and yeah, that one really gives me a lot of control, I feel. Hello, Arctic. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. We're starting a new avatar today. This is Era, funnily enough. Different era. Open the screen and I get a screen full of booty. As it should be. That's funny. How do you switch the objects? I know it's a feature, but not sure where. The hotkey is Alt Q. So I can just hover over and hit Alt Q, and I'll switch which object I'm working on. Get another screen full. Booty time. Bam. Make the groin more pronounced. Get the tummy coming in. And then I think we'll have a little bit of like a love handle. He's got like a little bit of a pelvic kind of love handle here. Try to bring that in. And then bam. Time to sit down. I'm tired of standing already. Already tired of standing. Ooh. Oh. All right. Well, this one's so skewed. There we go. Actually, we'll use the mesh filter for this. Sphere. Yeah. That'll work. Probably a little too big. And then the head is too big, so we'll make it smaller. Wider, though. And I think the shoulders should be broader. Right about there. And build up the back a little bit more. The hard part to resist when you're first starting to sculpt is going into the details. That is like your gut instinct almost always. It's like, oh, can't wait to get to the, like, go in and I'll get the shape just right. But it's like, it's so much better to get everything in roughly 60% of the way there. Hello, Era. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. We're working on a new Abby today. Funnily enough, this is Era with an H. Era with an H. The avatar. He'll have both. He'll have a face and mask. I'll show you that one in just a second. I see this in an appropriate long tail. It's true. There's some connection between the name and tails. But yeah, let me show you the face. It's a little bit off to the side. But yeah, so he's got like this kind of cat, a little set of horns right there too, spiky teeth and a long tongue. Also has a scythe. Which would be very fun to make. I love weapons. I love weapons. Well, names get confusing. You can always call me by the full Arabaean. 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 Does that make you Bay? This shader is going to be funky. I'm probably just going to do kind of exactly what I did with the axe on Zin and just kind of retrofit it or use something, kind of go that same direction. But I'm looking forward to that. Much higher on that. Right about there. I mean, that's not much higher, but you are very fast. Well, thank you. I mean, part of it is just doing the broad strokes. Like right now, I'm not going in, I'm not detailing anything, just keeping it as general as possible right now. Because anything else is somewhat procrastination. If I go in and start doing details right now, I'm not getting done what I should be getting done. So I have to make sure I'm doing the big stuff first, getting the whole proportions right, setting everything up. But this is my favorite part, for sure. This is definitely my favorite part of working on the characters. We can make him even taller again, I would say. And the chest could be a little bit bigger. Maybe that's a little too exaggerated. Maybe with this one, that. The thigh could be bigger. Good morning, Sky. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. New avatar today. Bam. All right, and then we'll go mesh filter, sphere. Not quite what I want. Do smooth first. And we'll hit it with the sphere. Nah, whatever. That'll work. It's very cool. It was a very cool design. So I don't think there's a nose. It's kind of a smooth, very anime / alien face. We're just gonna, well, I'm always tempted to combine them right away. I think I should resist that. And just shape it first. Get the cheekbones in position. There we go. Definitely a Bishonen kind of anime face. I'm assuming that smile is going to be extra large. Like that. I think I'll make it a straight shot first. I'm getting into the details. I should not do the details just yet. But I do want the chin to be further down. Something like that. We'll sharpen this edge. Get that cheekbone in there, even if it's exaggerated. That's a little too much. The tricky part's going to be the eyeball. It always is for faces. Okay, but before we continue on sculpting the face, let's get those ears in there. I'm going to use a mirror mod for this, the subdivision, because I'm lazy and it will be better to do it this way. Ears you want to be a little bit more exact with, especially like fox ears. It's just hard to sculpt points. It's hard to sculpt accurate points, especially if you're using a remesh modifier. Or yeah, remesh modifier will destroy your tips. My little tippies. Good morning, Fable. Oh, welcome. Morning. Is FY his face is flat. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty flat from the side. But we're in very early stages. It'll take probably a day or two to get everything coming together until he looks accurate. Boom. Actually, can I bevel that? Bam, bam. Okay, let's hit it with a solidify as well. Boom. Get some thickness in there. And right about there. Yeah, you're there. I like that. And then we'll take the tippy, greasy. A little less squished. All right. Right about there. Right about there. And they do kind of come down and connect here. So we'll push this up, set this to 0, and then close that. So we get this nice rounded cup shape. Just one moment. I'll be right back. Oh. All right, I'm back. My brother got home. Just went to say hi. Funky character. Yeah, he's a little different, which I like. It's a little off center, isn't it? Move it over a little. But yeah, that's what we're starting today's in, and or sorry, Evan. Yeah. Hello. Good morning, Evan. How are things working on the model? Gotcha. Well, I hope work's going well, and it goes by quickly. That comes out weird. Well, I can't worry about that too much. It is just a placeholder for now. It's just a placeholder. I think we'll be able to finish almost all the sculpture today. Probably take a little bit more work over the next few days to finish, but I think we'll be moving pretty quick. Can I post my Sigma male level 5 got Riz Ice Spice done risen up baby grunk IRL only in Ohio NFT on your Discord server? JK. NFTs not allowed. No NFTs allowed. New rule, NFT will result in receiving a ratio. Do you want to get ratioed? This is how you get ratioed. I once got ratioed at my birthday party. I like your smile when you edit the back part. Hey, I know how to get. It's funny because like every time I work on the button growing, I was like, what is chat thinking? What is chat thinking right now? Ratio, ratio. Do 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 do. And do a little bit of that. I need the shoulder to fill in this spot. Oh, I'm getting hungry. It's only 9. Single-handed typing. Uh-oh. NFTs were wild. You got some random bad paint trace selling for a few bitcoins. So many celebrities bought them. LAMO. Yeah, yeah, definitely hype. All 100% hype. There are a few things out there that do use like the cryptography aspect of things that I've seen work well, but not NFTs. And I don't think the idea made sense in any capacity. It's like you're trying to put ownership on something that you can't control. It's just the idea of ownership. It's like, oh, but I really own it. It's like, well, you own it just as much as me. But that being said, there's some cool stuff like people using cryptography in order to set up servers, like render farms and stuff, and that makes sense to me. Just plug in your computer, you get money. That's good. That's good stuff. Specifically for computer graphics, rendering stuff. Do you model the mask separately or onto the avatar's face? If it's a separate object, it will be separate all the way up until uh, we merge everything into Unity. Um, I much prefer to work on things when they're separate because it gets tricky. It gets really tricky to figure everything out. There's like the phrase in programming, object-oriented programming. That's kind of how I think of it here. It's like, okay, how can I keep things tidy and separate? Tidy. Tidy is a nice way to put it. Okay, ears are way too big for the overall proportions. And the legs, this is too, the foot's too big. The thigh's not long enough. That looks a bit better. Maybe even more. There we go. Why is the bulb so out? It's important stuff. It's just a contrast right now. And going on the knee. Are you complaining? I don't think so. There we go. And something to that effect. And we'll push it back. Just gets in my eyes. There we go. That'll flatten this part. Well, it's kind of rounded. Well, it's smooth on this side. It's a little more rounded there. So I think we'll flatten it. Or scrape it. That. Get a nice curve. Then pinch this. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. The hole in the chest. That'll be interesting. Never ever seen or watched any kind of homosexual media. I don't believe you. There we go. Nice, looking pretty good so far. The hole in his chest is actually a black hole. But is it? I think I'll just make it a texture. Because if it's a black hole, you wouldn't see past it. So, okay. It's mostly a concern of how, if that would change the form. But I think I'd rather do it with a texture because it'll look interesting as a texture. Sam, I need bleach because I saw Ratatouille 18 plus 12 play on VRChat. I really don't want to know with which characters. It's a fun hole. Pull my hair harder. It was the rat and the short-haired girl. That's funny. It was the rat. Naughty, naughty. You would have fun making Baki in 3D too. Oh, I've seen screenshots of that show. I have never watched it myself, but I do see a lot of like shorts of it. Seems fun. Let's turn up the resolution here, 0.00. Get some fuzz on my face. Modeling Baki's bod would be quite the challenge. Either makes it simpler or easier because he's kind of exaggerated. They're all those that artist's style is always very very exaggerated. So it's like you could just kind of push it pretty far, I think. Everything's kind of it's more like it's almost like a hard surface challenge, right? Not like it's almost not organic modeling. As an exaggerated muscles or the box so buff his brain got muscles. Let's see, it tapers down and then it gets wider towards the end. So starts, tapers, larger. Okay. Now we'll do a bit of this. So widen that. Great, decrease this, increase this, and move it back. And grid fill. Bye. Big Steve saying the tail is just a fluffy Nardo Dragon. Ever has a double side? Yes. Yes, indeed. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll just uh so one thing just keep in mind, I'll be trying to make it match this reference except for the wings as much as possible. So I think that's what you're emphasizing, but just in case it does look different than this, then I would need a visual reference. Um, but I don't think that's what you're saying. I just want to double just to emphasize. Uh, if it is different than in the reference image, then yeah, I just would need to know. Because I'm a very visual person. When did you get commissioned to model this avatar? Jester and I discussed this model probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago now. Um, so a decent a while ago. Um, decent while ago. Let's make a backup copy because we're already in the mix of it. Reason I'm saying is just because the Floofy Naruto is an existing VRChat asset. Gotcha. I get what you mean. Yeah, it's just trying to. We just want to make sure we're on the same page with the looks of it. But it's a good reference. But I'll definitely be pushing, trying to dial it as close as possible to these particular images. That's my goal. Have reference, you're welcome to send as much reference as you'd like. Oh, sorry, that was Thorn asking that question. My apologies. I always take as much reference as people like to send, but it's most important just to identify this is the look I want for this, or this is the image that most closely resembles what I'm imagining. How many comms do you do per month? Anywhere between 3 to 4. If I'm moving if I'm doing it right. um, really 2 to 4 if one of them's bigger. Also, howdy to you, JW. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. Bam, bam. 3 to 4 commissions a month is amazing considering the work you're putting into these. Well, thank you. I mean, that's the goal. is right around there. I don't think I could do any more than that, which may seem obvious to say, but I think that is my upper limit for how much I can do. I wish I had an infinite amount of time every month. That would be awesome, but it just is what it is. Save some time for you reuse the torso. Well, anything on the body basically. Digigrades don't change much. I've found that I could reuse things, but almost always there are issues. Like when you take a retopology base, a lot of the times you're going to end up making edits to it in like the same way you would have if you'd made it from scratch. So sometimes it helps. At the very least, I have a base to start the sculpt with, and that's usually what I use. So I have like all these little blockouts and stuff. I start with that, so I do give myself some work to carry over. Teeth and tongues and stuff like that. A lot of times I can carry over between avatars, eyeballs, but generally the deformation changes things, how things are going to move. You can do more, but it's just not worth it because you'll just overwork yourself and you be burned out. A year only lasts 12 weeks. What you mean? Don't say that. Then it'll be true. For the mask, we're going to have a few different expressions on the mask. It might be best to just hand model it. So we'll use a circle of 8 per usual, just to block it out. Subdivision. Bam. Toot! Oh, hello, Namers. Good morning. Welcome. We're starting our new Avi today. And we'll hit a solidify. But okay, just blocking things out. And it is broken. So we can take off either half. Bam. Let loose the toot. Oh, I do all the time. It's just inaudible on stream. I'm always farting. That's my secret. I'm always farting. Big hands means Digimon, right? I feel like you want it to be Digimon. You get so much done in 15 minutes. It's wild. Well, thank you, thank you. It's a repetition. Hmm. So I want to mirror this one, but then I want another mirror here. So I'll just shrink that down, and we'll call this underscore mirror. I'm gonna call it a halo, but do that. I really should have used a circle. That would have made it a lot easier to start. Will you do the eyes today? Most likely we'll block out a little bit of them, at the very least. If I could model like I would only model unholy and naughty avatars. Do you mean um, well, definitely VRChat is the place for that. Let's take this and delete it. No, just this side. Mirror. Do it! Just do it! Increase that. Bam, and voila. Oops, not vertex, crease. And island border. Island boy. Okay, so now that we've made that one piece, what we can do is duplicate our mirror modifier, set it to our mirror halo, and flip it on the Y. Well, should work. Well, at least does it on the Z. How do I do that? I can't make a radial mirror like that. No, I'd have to use an array model and then flip it. Okay, that's silly. I'm not going to do that just yet. But we at least have this. That would be too complicated. But we can do this at least. Let me take this object, parent it to our axis. So we can just move this. We'll set this to 0. Unhide everything. Should be right about there. We'll do a little bit higher than it would be otherwise. To be honest, can't wait for you to model the 6-die D10, D20, and poker chip. That'll be cool. I'm excited to have them float around over there, spinning and stuff. So I think instead of a second mirror mod, what we'll do is actually, this could be interesting. Clear and keep transformation, and we add an array on this instead, and we say array do object offset the mirror halo, and then we can take this and rotate it. We want to rotate it 270 degrees on the y-axis. There we go. Okay. Heck yeah! Then can I parent it to it? I can. Well, that makes it very easy. All right, nice. And we'll do the solidify. And we'll say shade auto smooth so we get these nice sharp edges. Boom. All right. It says hello. It says hello to us. Terrible pun. Can't help myself. My eyeball. Do you have a PlayStation or any other console? My brother has a Nintendo Switch, and so sometimes I'll play that. And I'll kick his butt at Smash Bros. But I mean, not usually. uh, Other than that, no. I do not play console games for the most part. Just like I don't really play that many games for the most part. Not anymore. Not since the war. I'm just kidding. Not since the war. The joke was a lot funnier until there were actually a lot of wars going on. Not since the incident. I have an OG PS2 and a lot of retro low graphic games, so nostalgia. Nostalgic. Ooh, what games does he have on his Switch? We got Smash Bros. And both Legend of Zelda games. That's about it. He also mostly plays on PC. He bought it because he was traveling a lot at the time, and so it was more like just wanted something portable. If I was gonna buy any console, it'd be the Steam Deck. I don't know if that counts, but that's really what I would purchase. I think his thighs could be a little bit thicker. So they look a little bit thicker here, at least like on this rump area. The rump. Rump a plump, plump a rump. I also have a Switch that I never use, lol. It's tough. It's hard to find time. Hard to find time. Turn down the saturation just a little while we're in this view. Switch is so good. It's small. Oh, the small and light. I got Dragon Quest 11 on it. Ooh, makes commute less sucky. Steam Deck is very heavy and big in comparison. I use it too. Yeah, I think I'd be okay with that though. Just because, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just get a Vision Pro instead, and then I can just use emulators or something. Just a little bit of a nose. Little bumpy wumpy. A whisper of a nose. You look at his face and you just hear bumpy wumpy. Nose goes. All right, let's combine these two. Set that to 0. And then set this to 0.001. Refresh or rematch. Steam Deck is great in the dock on the 65-inch TV. Sitting on the couch playing games is fun. It is. It is. It's so funny because I think almost everyone nowadays spends so much time in front of the computer, but a computer desk really isn't the most comfortable. It's like not not really the nicest place to work. I could see the comfort in VR just being like the driving force. People are like, I just want to work while I sit on the couch, play games while I'm sitting on the couch, just play my PC games. And you guys all know the Steam Deck is just Valve getting ready to ship VR hardware. There's definitely going to be some sort of VR Steam Deck crossover thing eventually. It totally is. It has to be. If it's not, I'll be upset. I will cry on Gabe Newell's desk personally. I had a dream. I've had a few dreams now where I've met Gabe in the dream, and he's like very excited by what I'm doing. So he's like, "Oh yeah, VR, avatars and stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah." I just 8+ hours working on a computer desk, going on the couch is very relaxing and a nice break. Exactly, and you go out and a cafe or something. I will be honest, I've been tempted to take my VR headset and lay in my bed if the virtual keyboard didn't blow. Use the Quest Virtual Desktop. But there used to be, and I think they may have added it back recently, but there used to be a mode where you can flip your whole orientation so you can lay down and work. VR Quest. um, Gabe always here to hype me, boy. It's true. He's in the back of my mind. um, anyway, I think I look forward to more and more portable stuff. Personally, when I was watching people do reviews of the Vision Pro, that was what excited me the most. Is just seeing how good the mixed reality stuff was. That was like probably the most interesting part of it to me. Like, oh, that does look nice. Where is the loaf? She's with my brother. If he's home, she's with him. Haptic feedback needs some drastic improvement, me thinks. Oh, for keyboards and stuff, yeah. I think I can't imagine doing it without having a physical keyboard there. Like, I wouldn't want to try it without. Wouldn't want to try productivity without an actual keyboard and mouse. And I think there's a lot of. I don't know why VR companies don't promote that more because I think that that is the only way. Vision Pro doesn't do full VR. I haven't seen anything that necessarily looks like it does. I've seen environments things, but not like a VRChat like app. Well, people are hooking it up to Steam VR right now. I wouldn't be surprised if there's just like the Quest has a virtual desktop. Vision Pro will probably have something very similar for Steam VR, but it doesn't track your legs, just your hands and face. Um, and apparently, Virtual Desktop now is also allowing the hand tracking from Quest to feed into your PC side of things, which will be very cool. My graphics tablet pen randomly stopped working, and I need to get a new one. Should sometimes they use like a little internal inertia uh battery, or so you might just want to shake it a bunch and see if it charges up again. I believe they charge from either the stress of pushing it onto a surface or some other way. Oh, my eyes. Oh, eyes. Let's just get to the direct input to our body already. I know. What the heck? Elon. Elon. Probably a little too strong. We'll just do a hint of it for right now. We'll probably have to come back and redo that like multiple times. So we'll just leave that alone for now and shape the back of his head. No fancy magnetic pen from me. But yeah, I will willingly enter the Matrix if I'm given what I want. What I want. I've seen a lot. So it's really interesting. Gabe Newell has been talking about like brain augmentation stuff in almost all of his most recent interviews. Like I don't know what they have a very long term plan of what VR is going to be, and they're looking very very much into the future. And I would love this. I would love if there was some sort of uh, haptic, non-invasive brain interface. That would be ideal. VR does accept hand, but still mega shaky and only finger tracking. Gotcha. Surprisingly, I don't need to worry about my pen's battery because it doesn't have one. I don't have to charge my pen. And by the way, the tablet is a Galwan Pro MK2K18. I also have a Galwan. Life's the best video game. Life's the best video game because you can play all the other video games in life. You can have all the real Valve look of our heads. I know that. I mean, it seems so. Uh, what's the word? Forward thinking. That logo. It's like they've always had this. Gabe's always had this understanding that this is where we're going. Well, graphics tab. I have a Galmon as well. Um, MK10. No wait, yeah, MK10. So I got the one before. Or no, you got the MK2K18. So mine's probably a bit older. I've had it for 5 years now. It's pretty good. I've very rarely had problems with the drivers compared to Cintiq and or compared to motherfucking Wacom. What a poopy company. Upset with Wacom. Neat character. Hello, Wendy. Yes, indeed. This is Era. Wacom. Ew. Same graphics tab. Let's go. I have a trusty Artisol. Artisol. I've never used one. Whack 'em. I need this to be a little bit thicker. It's a little too thin on the inside here. It's like a butthole. Why did it look so much? Anyway. It did though. It did. Wacom literally used the eye on their official cover. I know they got dragged for that, which is hilarious. You can't tell me that didn't. All right, I think that's a good start. We will leave the face alone for now because we want to get everything else proportioned correctly before I make big details or just details in general. Also, we can give them eyeballs now. Time for the first meeting of the day. Everyone have a good morning. Bye. See you later, Fable. Enjoy your meeting. I hope it goes well. Flop. And right now he's got these little goofy eyes. I think we can get rid of this. And we'll just make it black. Cool. Cool. Not very appealing to get an artist tablet from. Absolutely. It's interesting because XP Pen did it too, but they apologized and corrected, and everyone instantly forgave them because Wacom didn't respond first. But a lot of the time they're just hiring a freelancer and they're not checking if that freelancer is using AI. But they will now. Magic the Gathering was the company that really pissed me off because they totally denied it all the way up until the very end. They had some promotional material where they're using AI art. And out of all companies, like they really shot themselves in the foot with it. They lost a bunch of artists to commission or use on their works. Um, but who knows? I mean, Magic the Gathering's whole business model might have to change with AI. Okay, stop detailing the face, Sam. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, I want the legs a little bit bigger. And let's make a block for the hand. That was a gross sound. I don't think I'll make them. They'll be stylized the same way, but just a little bit smaller. Because big hands can be difficult in VR. Well, at least we'll feel it out. Look at VR. Worksy as well. Sounds good, JW. Have fun time at work. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully we'll catch you later. To be fair, corporate rarely have the knowledge about the things the company makes does. It's very true. Organs that they aren't paid to do that, they're paid to manage people or deal with financials. Kind of ridiculous how they out of touch can be. Do you think digital artists get paid enough in the US? I mean that's a weird question, I think, because it's like a lot of artists will settle for not a lot of pay, myself included. Not with these latest commissions, but just like before starting my career, getting into things. Um, like when you're first starting out, I think the artist instinct is to just like, I'll do whatever it takes to get in the industry, and that really sets a bad precedent. um, yeah, it's very difficult to come back from that, I think. Um, but do they make enough money? It really depends on how you look at it because it's like if an artist can generate enough demand for their work, then they can get paid a crazy amount, right? It's like I mean, you look at some of the big artists out there, and they make bank on their Patreons and stuff. They're making crazy oodles of money. Um, but it is all about generating, tapping into, and finding demand. Like I think capitalism gets talked about in this weird way a lot of times, but when you just if you view art in the perspective of like interest and demand, then it really makes a difference. Or you get why some people make more money. And anyway, we could go on. Pet industry and zoological fields are similar. You want to react to my song? I do not, Ira, but I appreciate you offering. Um, just got thrown by a scam caller. My goodness. Guy read off my real name and address. Well, they make 7 figures per year. Some of them do. Some of them do. I mean, I forget the name. Oh no. Anyway, there's some like anime artists, and they started making merchandise. It just blew up. Like I went to their booth one time, and they had 6 people working at their booth just selling T-shirts, and I was like, okay, well clearly they figured something out. Sakimi-chan, like just genuinely an actual millionaire at this point. Um, it's like good for them. Good for them. Uh, but when it comes to corporate work, no, I do not think artists are paid enough. um, but I also think the problem isn't necessarily the business; it's the fact that artists accept jobs for so little. People do anything to work with animals instead of some soulless cubicle job, and so a lot of animal professionals get lowball offers and rare chances of advancement. That's it, exactly. It's like, oh, it's passion is a requirement is such a huge red flag. Like you got to be passionate, you got to be in love with your job, and they're basically the translation for that is we will overwork you for less money than other people. You all secretly make 7 figures a year, but you're really good at hiding it. Hey, maybe someday. Tell him to go get on a plane, show up at a number 12 to come rethink his scamming ways. You need to find his company. You need to report him to that one guy that hunts down scammers. Where he gets on them on the phone calls and stuff. I always love watching those. Bam. Okay, yeah, the arms look a little long. I mean, the hands are really that big, so it'll be a balance. Balance. Well, let me know if your scammer shows up and you beat the crap out of him, Era. Funny for a scammer to threaten you. Like, what do they think they're gonna get? How's that help their goal? Well, can't say scammers have a high level of intelligence, but he tried to tell me that he works at home and he's rich and all that. And then I was like, bitch cakes, I work at home. You're not special. Your threats aren't scary. It won't beat the crap out of you. He's number 12. Despite the cost of bringing in new hires, there's an endless supply of fresh biology majors itching any animal job they can, so everyone is instantly replaceable. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to get the whole nature of animal work would probably have to change to really change that dynamic. Was interesting watching another Jonathan Blow interview. He's a game developer, and he pretty much just totally predicted all the layoffs that happened in the industry recently. It was very interesting to see how almost exactly he predicted it, the overhiring and the letting go of a bunch of people. Anyway, oh, he realized fast I was bullshitting him because he had my real name and address. Funny for a scammer to lean from the kiss. Well, it is unfortunate that you were threatened, but it is also hilarious. Scammers are stupid and hilarious, so it's a good way to start your day, shitting on a scammer. I like pizza. Finally had one friend get hit by those layoffs. No. Oh, that felt good. Well, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. I think the whole industry seems to be in a lurch, in a changing quite dramatically. So I wish them well landing on their feet. Then you should tell them to do VRChat stuff if they're an artist. Look to VR. Look to the horizon. Never Neverland. Not the Michael Jackson. VR roleplay. Exactly. VR is only going to get bigger, and it's a great spot for game devs. Anyone that's interested in game dev. Any kind of game dev. Look at the VRChat DJs that are making bank. Not sure what her current role was, but she was previously a quest designer at Blizzard. Interesting. Saw tons of people working for Riot Games got laid off. A lot of them had moved on close to the office and had to move again. Yeah. Yeah, one of the companies was like, we require you can no longer work from home. So they moved all the way to California. Also, you're fired. Like, well, that sucks. VR is gonna get bigger and fair. I mean, there's an upper limit to the amount of horn. Man, I have this little mat I stand on it. It is breaking apart now. We're here to complain about the current quest in WoW. WoW's got a lot to play. I can't imagine moving all the way getting settled just to get randomly fired. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I mean, if anyone's out there who got fired by that after they had moved, that is a lawsuit. You can sue over that. You can sue over that, and you probably should. The companies can weather you suing them. You may not be able to weather them firing you. Never. I can't comment on that. The finger. Give him the claw. Give him the fingy. All right. Let's go ahead. I made the finger too long. Switch this over here. It's like watching Lefty YouTube and getting Sovereign Citizen ads. What's Sovereign Citizen? Is that a game? That sounds like a game. Words are hard today. Then somebody said, I think you're waiting for them to ask. You're excited at the possibility someone will ask. Gorn the VR game. Look away for 5 minutes, steal his giant finger weapon from Elden Ring, lol. Oh, sorry, 1 second. My cat's making a bunch of noise. All right, I'm back. I would pay per view a Gorn match. I can't comment on those things on my stream, y'all. Cannot comment. Gorn is a good workout game. I mean, Gorn the game, just to be clear. The VR game. Simple and fun. VRChat just became a giant double entendre. Yes, yes, they did. You're sick. Just found out where to add animator properties to my animations. I'm getting too. And that is super good to hear, Arctic. Leveling up. Your grind is paying off. Gordon is good to understand your homosexuality. Beating off a. I can't make that joke on stream. Okay. We were talking about the Gorn game. By the way, Sam, I think I scared him. I wish I had recorded it, but I'm going to send you what I said in private. Yeah. We are naked. Me too, neighbors. Warn. Y'all are nasty, and I love it. It's a legit good battle arena game, though. I have not tried it yet. I have not tried it. Someday. But also, it still feels like you're doing an Anton. This isn't sounding any better. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Funny. Actually, this could be higher and higher. Big Bang Another Man. Well, now they talk well. May not want to read that on it probably violates TOS. Gotcha. Then I'll take a look at that once then. Like that you can grab the dude's body parts. Minotaur, Sammy, Harpy, what? Hey, you can hit up Edmund Horn. You can't threaten me after he hung up, after he threatened you. Well, geez, I'm glad. You know, I'm sorry, Evan. Not to put you on the spot. I like that. I like that era. That is funny. I always love when scammers get their just reward. They're just desserts. Just reward. What's that phrase? Something like that. All right, and let's hand it to him, guys. Need to make the toes. Proportionally, he looks skewed. So probably right about there. Bam. The retain catch. Both is good. Does he have 3 or 4 fingers? That is a good question. I made 4, but he does have only 3. Goodbye, Pinky. There we go. Excuse me. Debleted. Debleted. Pinky left the chat. Pinky dead. So the thumb joint really is right at the wrist. It's right there at the wrist. So this does need to be back here. Thumbs are weird. I don't like thumbs. There we go. Okay. Barf. I will state I'm normally not violent like that, but my real name and address stated. A large part of me kind of enjoyed flexing out, making it damn clear showing up would be a bad time for him. I mean, carefully so. If someone's threatening you, then you need to threaten it. Make it clear you're not to be messed with. Petition to remove thumbs, just in general. Set the human race back 1 million years. Metacarpus do all originate at the wrist. Oh, interesting. How much is health insurance? It's a good question. Good question. Expensive. It's not too bad. You can get health insurance for like maybe $100, $200 a month. Revert to pre-monkey. Pre-monkey. What the? There we go. Let me become monkass. I'll give that a thumbs up. When do you think the thumbs up was first invented? How old is the thumbs up? Goober. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Let's make it a little bit thinner. Probably a little bit too much palm. I tend to make the bumps on the palm a little bit too big. So all right. Roman arenas. In the US, it became popular because of pilots in World War II. Oh, interesting. Did you just Google that or did you know that? Got the thumb trivia on point. they used to they used it to communicate with ground crews. Gotcha. Like all clear. Smart. That's interesting. You'll never know. Yes, I googled it. The eyesight must have been amazing. Well, they weren't a pilot for very long if it was not the case. Planes were smaller back then too, especially during like World War II and stuff. They weren't like crazy or World War One. All right, we're gonna hit this with a mirror onto this guy, and then we'll give them all the mirror of this one here. There we go. Bunch of toes. Oh, interesting. It's at an angle. So I think what we'll need to do is point it to the foot here in order to get it to level out. Just to be hyper accurate. Check Discord. Uh-oh. General cannot contain the goofiness anymore. He needs a like googly eyes. The goof is too strong. Too strong. All right, mesh filter. We're gonna smooth it. Not that much. Right about there, so. And then start inflating it. That. Totally needs googly eyes. Maybe a propeller hat. The goof is goofing. Bam, 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 bam. Goofiest. The O? O for me? Don't know what that refers to, and I am suspicious. I am suspicious. Suspicious. There's a meme. Meme. All right. Toes. 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 We need to make them a little bit smaller. Big old pobs. He's got the pobs. He's got the pobs. All right, and then we'll just even this side out. Do, 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 do. Womp, womp, womp. All right, that's looking pretty cool. I feel like we made some good progress already. We've got another 2 hours left in stream. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. Go get a refill on this. What is your most used social media platform? I am on X all the time, but I don't really use it to interact with anyone. I just consume a bunch of art. Um, does streaming count? Feel like it should count. I guess if you count like time per day, it would definitely be YouTube. But I don't know. Is that a social media platform? Not. Depends on what you mean by the question. Do you use Tumblr? I used to. I have a Tumblr, but I don't even I don't think about it anymore. I don't think about you anymore, Tumblr. I used to love you, Tumblr. That definitely was my first like foray into posting things online. It was on well DeviantArt first, and then Tumblr, and then Tumblr, and then Twitter. It's the war. There we go. Same here. I went from DeviantArt to Tumblr to Twitter. The pipeline. Went from 4chan to Reddit to Tumblr. Let's turn this a little bit. Just want a little bit more space between the legs. Makes it a lot easier to work on if the legs come out to the side. Somehow that makes sense. All right. Nice. Let's do another backup copy. We've done a lot of work. We don't want to lose any. Don't hit it with that. Same was a 4chan or 2. I can tell, Lamo. I wouldn't say I was. I was a lurker. I was a lurker. But yeah, the back in high school, we had a computer science class that I took, and man, we all knew a little bit more than the teacher. So we would just like sit around and goof around, play Counter Strike and stuff, and spend a lot of time roaming the internet and stuff. It was good. It was a good time. It's a good time. Goofy though. I still remember hearing some of my classmates. They all like went to watch Two Girls One Cup in the back of the class, and they're all like, "Oh my god! Oh, oh god!" It was funny. Don't Google that, anyone. Spent most of my time on Fancy Pants Adventures. What is Fancy Pants Adventures? That sounds like a cat themed game. Excuse me, in the classroom, everybody can see you. That's a blast from the past. I mean, they were in the back of the classroom, and I could hear them watching it. Um, I mean, genuinely, we were like basically unsupervised for that class, so it was chaotic. I remember one of the guys he took one of the school computers and wiped it and then turned it into his own little home base for torrenting stuff. So he'd like go home or he would start like torrents and then come back the next day and get his pirated music or whatever. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Just Google Goblin K. I will not. I will not. I will practice my self restraint. One of the boys from my class straight up watched Gorn in front of the teacher. Disgusting. Disgusting. That's a quick way to lose that on your education. I love fighting dudes. I could take them in a fight. In a fight? You mean a fight, right? My favorite joke. Down, ding, 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 down. In a fight, right? In a fight. All right, let's add a cut here. Move that up. Move this out. Bam. A bam. Hit him with the whamba blamba. All right, and then we can go ahead and say parent this object. A little bit taller. And then we'll Alt deduplicate and then just set it on these other objects. Oops. Oh, interesting. Okay, I can't do that. I have to steal this right here. There we go. All right, we got some claws marked out. It's looking pretty cool already. Pretty neat. On an unrelated note. Oh. I'm so fuzzy. My English teacher once did the don't drop the soap joke. It is funny looking back where you realize like some teachers were actually not that much older than their students. And like there were some jokes that you just shouldn't have been made by some teachers. Like that. That's a lawsuit. That's so shiny. So shiny. Give him a little bit of metallic. Have a glossier look. So shiny. May actually go here and adjust it as well. It was fun. But it's a little harder to work with that view. So back to the matcap. All right, so yeah, my 78-year-old chemistry teacher watching your streams. So we got little beans and a little pop head. So let's make those, and then we'll focus on the wings. And that should be pretty much everything blocked out at that point. Oh, and then the outfit, of course. And then we'll start the outfits, I should say. Grid fill. Bam. Okay. Control-S, save. And then I'll do one normal duplicate. We'll send that one up. And then we'll take this one. We'll do the relationship thing again. Just select this object, move it down. And get it positioned nicely. Let's turn up that subdiv too. Jester, you got deep lore for this character. Blocking out just got a whole new meaning today. In what way? Control AS and then Alt D, switch the parent object. then hit them with the modifiers. Bada boom. There we go. Little beans. Just got some little beans. And then this guy is going to be our... I guess I could do it by... simply extruding it like this. And then we'll delete this half, hit it with the mirror, subdivision. And this can go up on its own. And cut this, Control plus dent, move that up. Oh, that seems weird. Okay, we'll just select boundary loop and shoot it down. Man. In wise words of Toby Fox characters, chaos, chaos. Very deep lore TLDR, he is a goober. The way you do it, I used to combine everything then sculpt, but gonna keep trying the blocks separate from now on. It just makes things nicer. Eventually, I do combine everything though. Eventually, I do combine everything. So I just try to do as much as possible before then. Sure, easier on your PC to combine them later. It is. It really is. This looks a little weird. Let me look at the bean one more time. Just a little bumpy bean. Guess we can take these points here and raise them, or lower them in this case. That's better. They just need a little TLC. Is the idle animation not on the action controller? I believe it's on the locomotion controller, the base one. Base one. Struggling. I think I'll probably still have to come back to this one. But for now, it's a good placeholder and I can make edits later. And we'll simply add it to here. Move it down. The way the action controllers and the base layers all interact is a little different than it's there we go. That's what was missing. Because the action controller is like built for doing. Gonna end up with a custom controller for every single playable layer at this point. That's basically what I'm heading towards as well. Because it's like you just want to know how everything's coming together. You want your character. Nothing's worse than making your character and the animations that come with VRChat just make them look derpy. You should look cool. Yo, that's cool. That is cool, actually. I like it a lot. Then we'll take this one. I'll move this over here. And on this guy, we're going to target the fingies. And the fingies are towards the base. I think we should make the fingers a little thicker to really take advantage of the bean. The bean! And then we'll duplicate this and just put that on each one. All right, and then we'll steal this one. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely need to make the fingers a little bit shorter. Or at least the palm should be longer. Hard to adjust these sometimes. It's better. It's pretty good. All right, dope. Okay, let's hit these ones with a new material. New bean. And we'll just sample the colors directly from here. All right, I'm going to go reheat my coffee or get some more. I'll be back in just one moment, probably to the restroom as well. So BRB, one moment. All right, we're back. Oh, I forgot my cuff. And now I'm back again with cuff. So, well, thank you, Namers. I think the next step is to start the wings. Get the wings blocked out, and then we'll do the tail and the hair. Have everything at like a 60% state. Be good. Excuse me. Oh, what was I doing? Wings. Bam. 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 All right, so here's our reference for the wings, which is cool. Bam. Then we'll drag this one into the scene. It'll be the body. And these will be the wings. Boom. All right. So, oop, where'd it go? Oh, what the heck? That's because I'm on local. There we go. Okay. It's just like zoomed away. All right. So I think we'll use this one right here as the main difference because the other ones have some perspective on them and are a little distorted. So this should give us a very even starting point. Even Stevens. Trying to think about this way to do this. We'll use a subdivision. That'll be the fastest way to work. And then we have the big red feathers here. The question is, what would this look like on the other side? I'm assuming it'd be mirrored, right? So you'd have like the red feathers would be kind of enclosed by the other feathers. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing. Hello, I'm afraid I don't know what you're saying, but hello, welcome. Uh, something E. Uh, Here, let me. I have Google. I have the power of Google. It's so funny to me that Google Translate never opens up first. Cool. Thank you. Kakoi. Kakoi. Arigato. So yeah, we're working on this is the character here. So this is the concept we'll be making. Or this one. Get that back. There. This is our full concept. Actually, you can see it above me. Not hidden on the back. They are shown. I understand that they're shown, but the question is, where does the base of the feather come from? Because they are behind these other ones here. So the kind of the question is, where would they start if you were to look at the back of these? So my thought is to have like they should be definitely be visible on the other side, but to basically mimic this exactly. So it'll look the same on both sides, where the feathers are kind of in between. The red feathers are in between the other feathers in order to make them look like this on both sides. In order to make them look these. And let's do a few more layers here. I could have told you what that meant. I was tempted to ask, but I didn't want to. You're not my on hire translator. Oh, okay, see what you mean. Sorry, no, you're totally fine. You're fine. That's good to clarify. How many tries is too many tries on a claw or a paw pad? It really depends on what you want to do. I mean, at some point it's not going to get any smoother. Like you could keep subdividing it, but perceptually it's not it's not any smoother. I'm gonna make a skull wings folder. These can all go into the body. And then here we'll start our wings. Actually, I'm gonna hide the skull body for right now. And we're gonna make a plane. And we're gonna stick it right here. Right about there. All right, time to subdivide. Time to subdivide. Time to subdivide. I'm gonna be lurking for now. Sounds good, Thorn. Enjoy your lurking. You're lurking and twerking. Bam. Bam. Bada boom. Okay. I think this is going well. We'll just do this. So it starts here and it definitely looks thick right here. Like this almost encloses these ones. But then it tapers down into the smoother section here. I think I will take some liberty and still have it be the kind of encasing shape up to here. Bam. And then subdivision. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. So we can take that and then we can extrude it. No, no extrusion. We'll do an indent instead. That'll give us the curve we want. Then we can slap a mirror lot on there. Oh, there we go. My rotation was messed up. It got a little messy right here, though. We'll use this and say relax. Maybe we'll just merge them. M at center. Bam. All right. Wing. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to make all these individual feathers, which will take a little bit, but will be worth it. Let's just make sure all those line up still. Awesome. Take this guy, crease him. Crease him. M at center and merge those ones as well. Vertex crease. Move this over. All right. And let me know if anyone has any questions. Right now I'm just kind of spacing out, but certainly feel free to ask away. If you got anything you'd like to know. IDKY, but when you say you made me think that meme, you know what that means? Fish. Let's see. Well, what that means. You know what that means. Amazing. Powerful. Memes are the best. Source of life and power. Okay, there we go. Our wing looks delicious. We'll shrink it a little. And then I'm going to steal this spot right here. Separate that. We're going to take this and lol. Did you catch the fish sound? This is interesting because we need it all to merge and then crease, or maybe not crease, but have all these crease. Then I can move these like that. And I think we can turn up the subdivision amount. And let's put the subdiv before the mirror. So they're separate. I'm still going to crease them. Still got a vertex crease. Get it nice and pointy. Just nerdy fact. The character for the wing reference is actually not a good character. They are super mega murder. They definitely didn't look friendly. They don't come across as friendly. Bam. Vertex crease down. But man, the bevel is sometimes disappointing because it doesn't continue the creases in the way you'd expect. That's okay. But now I could have just did a loop cut. That would have worked fine. No, it will. And I'm going to do my best to make sure these all line up at the top because it's much easier later. And they do that. It's a Kirby villain named 02. Oh, interesting. I always loved Meta Knight's design. Just like an evil or badass sphere. Oh, guys, watch out. It's the sphere guy. Yes, fear me. I am round. Actually, we'll copy this one for, well, just this one then. It's a little feather. All right, we got a few more to do. Got a few more to do. I never really knew that much about Kirby lore. Do they even have speaking characters most of the time? Oh. And is it the lore from the games or the... Is there a manga or something? It's all hidden with context clues and pause screens. Oh, interesting. But it's within the Kirby game proper. Kirby games of the wildest evil spheres. Better watch out. I'm Spherin. Stepping up to get sphered. All right. And we'll take this again. Well, this one's got a lot, man. Whatever. A lot of extra resolution. I can send you a 30-40 minute vid that explains everything from the first game to Star Allies, all connect between games and how each basically has some connection with another. You're welcome to send it. I may not watch it, but I am interested, though. I am intrigued. I am intrigued by it. Be a good video to watch during lunch. Oh, okay. I need to sit down. What is this character's name, Sam? Hello, Webstar. We are working on Era. Though this, so this character is from a game, but we're stealing the wing there. And this is the character we're working on here. Is our kind of a cosmic style character. Yeah, the character right there. Era. I keep forgetting that I have the screenshot of the character up above. Yeah, so we're working on that character. It's going to be awesome. I'm very pumped. The tail is going to be so much fun to put together. Get all floppy and flowy. I'm a flopping and flowing. Right now we're making the wing. Where's this video at? Give it to me. Nammers requires lore. Feed me. Feed me lore. What's that mean? It's like, I don't even like sex. Now, here's the Minecraft lore. Put your clothes back on. It's time time to tell you the FNAF secret lore. TLDR, A ball of energy named Void can rebirth itself depending on what type of energy it comes across. The center that Void came across very positive energy and rebirth as Kirby. It also came across very negative energy and rebirth into zero. More like birth rather than rebirth. Also, zero is the leader of all dark matter. Interesting. Reminds me of that manga slash anime where there's like an entity that descends into a rock and then it turns into a dog and then it turns into the dog, the guy who owned the dog. I forget the name of it. It's super sad, but cool and touching and beautiful. And it's like oh man, this shit's gonna fuck me up. I have a tough time watching things I know are just gonna like destroy me emotionally. Like I have to prep myself. I'm gonna pace myself on how depressed I can be during a given show. Just want fun anime. I mean, that's like it's so funny because when you're starting out like watching anime, you're like, "Oh, I love anime. This is so fun." And then you come across one where it's like starts out wholesome and then just utterly like destroys you. What the hell? I'm a changed man. I remember does anyone ever watch Higurashi no Naku Koronikai? Uh and I totally forgot like the it shows like a glimpse of how fucked up it's gonna be, but then it just starts back to like being normal, and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't bad, and then it's like, what the hell's going on? Got to plan a day for your depressing anime. You can't just do that anytime. Exactly, it's not a casual thing. I'm preparing myself to eventually watch Berserk as well. I just know it's gonna mess me up. All right, wings level 1 done. So I'm gonna move them forward a little bit. And we're going to give them some thickness. Thick. If you don't want to watch stuff that destroys you, then you'll dislike Kirby lore with Sectonia's backstory. Boyfriend got her a mirror. Mirror is a fused dark matter, go crazy and transformed into a beautiful queen bee. Want to destroy and enslave everything to remake everything to be beautiful. I think Kirby, well, it's just a lore video. Like that'll be fine. It's when it's like, you know, really trying to gut punch you. But I appreciate you giving me the heads up. Yes, certainly don't want to get hit with the sads on my lunch break. Sobbing into my sandwich. It's like a Keanu Reeves eating the sandwich while crying or whatever meme. I forgot he did that Lamo. Lamau. What is the name anime that you recommend to someone who never watched anime? Preferably something with different creatures, not just people. Um, Blue Submarine number 6 is pretty interesting. It's just a movie, anime movie. Um, and there's a lot of different creatures and things in it. So she has a glass of wine while crying. But a little pink puffball with the powers to eat literally anything, and constantly fighting eldritch horrors like it's another Tuesday. No thoughts, only fight. He has no time to contemplate. He's hungry. um, different creatures specifically. Black Cat number 6. I think that's a good one. It's been a long time since I saw that one. Um, Delicious in Dungeon is a fun resource. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, I think that one would be highly recommended. I read the manga and loved every second of it. Um, Sometimes animes are so cute, like mind blowing cuteness, that can be hard to take. Lol. AKA cringe. No, I'm just kidding. I have to avoid like the overly moe stuff. Uh, I think that's the term for it, where it's just like uber cuteness. The like closest I ever went to that was Lucky Star, but Lucky Star is fucking hilarious. So I love that one. Love Lucky Star. Been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember enjoying it. I know, right? Makes me hungry. So good. I love to eat while watching. Oops. But I really haven't seen too much anime recently that was like really good. I kind of liked Castlevania, though it's Western, so it's hard to. It's not anime in the same way other things are. Um, that was okay. The writing was. It just had a lot of weird moments where I was like, "Is it like, what's going on, and why do I care?" uh, but it was good. Basically, just watch Card. Blue Eye Samurai is insane, and Trevor Belmont. And I mean, just the three main characters are like awesome. Um, though I do forget Freya. I think her name's Freya. Freya, something like that. Um, it's funny because she's definitely the most capable out of all of them. Blue Samurai is insane. Okay, we'll have to check that out. I've seen a lot of people rant and rave about it. So maybe it's time. Time to know the truth. Is it good? Is it good? It's good to see Netflix doing so many animated series, though. It's like I'll just watch it just to make sure Netflix makes more animated series. Do more. We're in the middle of Doctor Stone, and it's wild so far. I read a lot of manga by that creator in the past. Um, Akira, I believe, was very interesting. Pretty dark at some points, like really stuff that I don't think you could make nowadays, and he probably might get canceled for over if, if people really want to go look at it. Is it it's the one with a mask. He has like this mask on. He's like, well, I can't say that. That's a spoiler. But it's pretty interesting. And then it does something that's very progressive towards the end that a lot of people might like quite a bit. But very interesting sci-fi. But it's by the uh same guy, same artist, same mangaka. Mangaka. Mangaka? Something. But I still really liked it. That was cool. Oh, another great manga slash series is Abara. if you like action and you like monsters, you can't really go wrong with Ibarra. The story is very light, but it just looks super cool and it does stuff with flair and style. It's by the same person that made Blame. I think it's set in the same universe as well. Um, but they have set like the coolest monster designs. Let me show it really quick. Um, very cool monster designs. This is like generally what they look like. They just like badass, like bone organic creatures. It's so cool. I fucking love it. Um, Definitely dark and scary, but uh, highly recommend it. I bought the hardcover recently from Barnes and Noble, and I do not regret it. But yeah, then he fights like other monsters that look like him. Um, yeah, very cool stuff. But the action, like all the shots look like this, where it's just like unbelievably intense, dynamic fights. I don't have a good example, but anyway, it's cool stuff. Definitely recommend that if you like that kind of stuff. If you love that stuff from your concept art, absolutely, absolutely. I actually made some fun sculptures in last night in Adobe Medium. I'll show them off some point. Maybe towards the end of the stream here. I'll bring them up because it came out real cool. But yeah, I do love organic monsters. They're so kawaii. Is Adobe Medium the VR sculpting? It is. It is. So yeah, I was sitting down in VR and sculpting. It's very cool. Very interesting. You can just. I'm still getting used to the workflow, but I think once I am, I might even start moving all of my sculpting into there. At least for certain things, because you can make very interesting shapes and stuff. Just really quickly. Really quickly. But it's expensive. It's a little pricey. That'd be an interesting workflow to watch. Okay, heck yeah. I think maybe I'll do a stream at some point with that. It's odd. It's odd, but cool. Definitely feels like the future. Just like moving this blob of clay around in VR. Um, yeah, maybe I'll just hop in towards the end of stream and show y'all what I made and how it works, or towards the end of this stream, toward lunch. For anyone that's new here, I do break my day up into 2 streams. So in the afternoon, we'll be returning and working on a different avatar. We're going to finish up Zen, get those expressions made, and I think we'll be pretty close to done. After that, I'm about to start working on the other one. I need to finish this one first. This one looks like it's still one piece to me, so we will emphasize that. No, yeah, I love monsters. Love. I think the other stream we were talking about Warframe and Dark Sector. Yeah, I'm all about that. All about that. Sculpting VR with haptic gloves would be insane. Ooh, I can only dream. One day, one day we'll be there. I can't wait for that. That would be so cool. All right, another section done. And we'll give them some fluff a little bit. Right now, we're just going to make the flat versions. But we will make some actual fluff in a little bit. Almost there. Well, halfway there. Close-ish. I remember growing up and buying magic cards just for the artwork on them, monsters and creatures. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I mean, they're so memorable. Um, it's amazing how some of those really stick with you. Moving the animation, blend screen controller to a second project, plug everything in properly, control display. Why no work? Forget to actually add the controller to the Abby. I was doing that yesterday. it's it's the curse. It is the curse. Why isn't it working? Oh, I didn't actually set it up correctly. Yeah, I was doing that with the Quest version with the face tracking. Man, it's not working. And it's just basically like, oh, I didn't actually add the thing to make it move. Hey, Cheech VR, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We are kicking butt, making some characters right now. Right now, we're making this guy up above me, and we're making his wings. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I love sharing what I do, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So, welcome. Bye. But thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Cheech VR, Smello. I love avatar creation. Trying to learn. Smello. Well, good. Well, it's a perfect place. We have quite a few people in the chat and in the community that are looking to make avatars or learning how. So if you have any questions, let me know. Right now we're in the sculpting stage. Tab back in for wings. Yeah, we're doing the little fluffy wings, fluffy wings. Prepares for disappointment. In what way? To make the wings or learn how to make the wings? But yeah, we love making avatars here. That's what I do full time here. So I'm a full time streamer making avatars. Wings are hard. I always will use reference for wings because they are hard. I will never not do reference for wings. It's not an intuitive thing for me. I have to get reference. Either draw it out first or something, because going in with just straight modeling will be a nightmare. What does your avatar that you use look like, Sam? I have one that's a little black and white skeleton, and he's kind of like inverted. But I made him maybe 6 or 7 years ago at this point. So I wouldn't say it's a recent one. It's very old at this point. But I really should make my own. Making good looking wings is especially hard. Got to get that mad science hour soon. Exactly. Yeah, I think that one will be quite fitting. That'll probably be the one I make my course around. And I do think that the course that I've been talking about, I'll probably need to break it up into a little bit more bite sized in order to actually get it out. I think it'll be hard to do otherwise because there's so much to it. We'll see. Numbers Poopy Head. I mean, he's there as well. Thea, welcome back. Hello. How much polygons you start at the neck? I always start. I try to keep my loops around limbs as 8, 16, or 32. So if it's the bigger it is, I'll use the higher one. Like thighs and stuff, I'll use 32 vertices. But for the neck, probably 16. Probably 16. If you're using a mirror modifier, that would just be 10. It'd be 10, I believe. If you were to make a new one for yourself, what would you want? I want a mad scientist avatar. Something. But I need to like play up, I don't know, maybe like a werewolf, kind of something that transforms. That's the general idea. But right now it's more of a thought than than anything else. Maybe I'll make it in meat. I'll sculpt it out in medium. It's either that or I'm gonna do like something organic looking, like the uh, like I was just talking about those little monsters and stuff. I'll make a monster avatar for myself because I love monsters. 10 polygons on the neck for a mirror modifier, for a mirror with a mirror modifier. 16 total. 16 total. Um, I will be retopologizing this guy later in the week. So if you're looking for kind of a video to see how I do it, there will be one soon where I'll do the whole thing. Favorite horror movie? It depends what I mean by favorite. Like one that messed me up the most, The Ritual, and um, the what was it? The one with the that one was good. That one was very good. Hereditary. Hereditary was quite good. Um, yeah, that one was really got me. I think they just paced everything so well. Um, and I think they have Doctor Octopus in it. I think that's the guy's actor, the dad, Doc Ock. Classic Sam Detta original. Could do a Jekyll and Hyde. Ah, that's good. I like that. I like that. It'd be fun to have the transformation controlled by chat. Um, I need to figure out how to do better rewards or stuff like that. I'm thinking that I will do something on my website that will, like, if I could put all my redeems on my website rather than through Twitch, that would let it so everyone can do redeems on all the different multi streams and stuff. Wouldn't it be 9 for a mirrored 10 because one's a midlight count for both halves? Yes. No, it should be 9. Or should be 10. Blech. Should be 10. I'm 90% sure. When exporting a package, do I need the csc.rsp file? I'm not sure what that is. Which is not a link. Not everything with a dot is a link. But it could be a link. I want it to be a link. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think I would need to see a screenshot of what that is. This one's kind of like a little squiggly. It's got a little scraggle feather. Just a big screen beyond. I'll be busy for a while, all. $300 for customs. OMG. Oh, you just got one. Was that as in it just came in? I want that. I can't math. No, it's totally fine. It gets confusing there. No, it's definitely 9. 16. No, I'm pretty sure it's, well, we can test. We can test. 16. And then I delete half. Bam. Stats. No! It is definitely 9. 2 on the midline, 1 on, and plus 8 on each is 18. That's true. That is true. Well, shit. Whatever adds up to 16. I may have made my next 18 then and not noticed. My brain betrayed me. My brain betrayed me. It just works. Yeah, I almost always import everything just to be safe, and it breaks something. I import it all again. I math successfully. Yeah, let me know, Arctic. I'm not quite sure what that file is, so I can't quite give an answer to that. Um, is it like the meta files, or is it something with a shader? Um, we'll do a cut for this one. We're gonna do a cut. Things aren't broke. Stop messing with them. Imgur, change things. I am struggling. Ah. That's funny. I think technology is sucks. Really sucks sometimes. Like, I just want to do this one thing. No, no, you can't just share an image. You can't just do that. Sharing an image. Nah. Bam. Bam. Being intuitive is too easy. Too easy. It will be interesting. I really am excited for better AI interfaces. Like, Jeeves, do this for me. And it's like, oh, it's perfect. If you had an AI companion, like Siri, what would you name your AI companion? How the heck am I add images to albums now? What the heck? You can Discord it too. Like, what character would it be? Yeah, if you had to make your AI companion into, if you had customization for your AI, like phone app or whatever, probably have something like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. I like that. If I click on it, it just says CSC default asset. That's probably not something you need then. Seems like it's something script related to manage compiler symbols, custom scripting symbols. So it might be part of your some sort of package or prefab you're using. Um, if it's doing stuff to your editor, most likely. So you probably don't need it. I'm not 100% sure, but if it if you're only exporting stuff for your avatar, um, to just upload just that avatar, then you're probably fine. Probably. I want him to act like he doesn't want to do what I asked because it's effort, but does it? I don't really want. Would you do it for a Scooby snack? A Scooby snack. That would be funny. I like that. All right, another AI question. If you had the ability to embody your AI avatar, what would you embody it as? Like a Pokemon or something? Because I think like having like a cool AI dog would be dope. It's like attack, runs around or something, or like a bird. That'd be cool. AI brain is the future. Just exporting a base model package is something people can drag, drop, and upload, preferably. As long as you're not including any scripts, then I think you can do without it. Um, it seems to be something script related. Might be getting included from one of your like a package or something you're using in the editor. Um, yeah, yeah, AI robot kind of thingy. I have arrived with lunch, salmon and rice, and PB and choco cookie. Oh, you're making me hungry. I got another 50 minutes till I can eat. I'm too dumb done for scripts. Yeah, I think you can leave it. That's my guess. I think you can just. It's something script related, and I feel like most likely you can. If you're not intending for people to use a script with your Unity package, then you should be fine. Gonna just export without it, make a new project. If it works, we're good. Been up for 6 hours with only a coffee to fend me off. My goodness. Yeah, coffee's my way of life now. Mm. I just got my second cup of coffee for the day, and most likely it will affect my sleep tonight. But I couldn't resist. Could not resist. Do, 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 do. Same. It's hard. The siren song of coffee. Bubbling. Just think of the smell, and I'm like, time for another one. Time for another. Give it to me. Nice. Looks good. That looks bueno. This time we're going to kind of work backwards on this. Hey, Live Junior 120. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We are kicking butt, making a sculpture. Let me know if you have any questions. Right now, we're just working and twerking. More working than twerking, but you never know. I'm Thiagi. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to the Twitch side of things. Hello, hello. Is it Thiagi? Thiagi. Thiagi. Well, that's my best guess. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thiagi. 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 Just saying it so I remember. Filing that into my brain. Welcome, welcome. You working on any fun projects? Yes, perfect. What are you working on? I think we'll actually separate it here. Like that. And increase that one. Yeah, what are you working on? Learning character topology. Exciting, exciting. Not a specific project, just in general, learning topology. Boom. Okay. I think we've got it. We have made the wings. The wings. So for these ones. Well, thank you. Twitter stream is interesting. Oh, on the Twitter side of the thing, Nami. Beautiful wings. Nami Nimmers. Double Nami. Oh, you're a double Nami, like a double whammy. Oh. I want to character quality. I want to make short films in Blender. Nice. That is a good goal. That is a very good goal. A double Nami. You don't like that? No, you don't like that pun? I guess I can't blame you. But I will anyway. You better like this pun. It's required by law. I thought Goo took away your dad joke privileges. I took them back. It was for good behavior. Oh. I cry. All right, now we'll put the mirror above the subdivision. So we want to close in some of these shapes here. Good behavior. The wings remind me of these things that should be in a wall of a living room for displaying. That'd be cool. I always want to make now whenever I get this 3D printer working, I'm definitely gonna make some stuff to actually like put up on my walls. Actually display my art. I'm quite excited about that. All right, now we're gonna add a very fun thing. We're gonna add a bevel. Bevelly Wevelly. We'll do percent. And we'll only apply it to the boundary loops. So boundary loops, mean bevel weight, and set this to weight. Okay. Then boundary loop, mean bevel weight, okay. Boundary loop, mean bevel weight. We have to do it one at a time. It's weird. Well, for displaying the wings, the quadology, because there's 4. Just imagine the speed. Oh, flying, like flapping around. I'm so fucking fast. Fast as fuck, boy. All right. Now we'll take all these. I guess just duplicate them. Interested to see how that duplication will work. But of course, it doesn't use wings to fly. He can just float because of space creature stuff. I am from space. You bet your butt I can float. Nice. Very cool. I'm from space. All right, let's make a backup copy. We just did a lot of work and don't lose it. It would be whooshing around if the wings were bigger in my vision. I mean, can you imagine the sound of giant 4 wings flapping? That'd be intense. That looks cool, though. That looks really cool. Bada boom. Okay. Now we're going to work on the tail. I'm going to take these guys. Nope, not those guys. These guys. Duplicate them. Duplicate them. And begin to place them on stuff. Yeah. Whoa. What the fuck? I've never been much for tubes with dangling feathers, but the silhouette is quite nice. It is quite nice. It is quite nice. This is very nice. Super nice. Oops. There's quite a few there. And here, there's quite a lot, actually. There's also quite a few on the bottom. Are they on the bottom, though? They're on the bottom on this side, but they're not on the bottom on this side. I guess they're more on the side. Swishy. But they're definitely all along the whole length of the tail. El Rey Caño, welcome back. Que tal buen dia? Yo tengo un buen día. No. I'll send you the Floofy Nardo tail replica tail since Era's tail is just that asset. Gotcha. And actually, the tail does taper down to a very fine point. And the rest are the tufts, tufties. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I can feel the hunger. Okay, let's work on the face instead. The hunger. Delete that. Slap on a mirror mod. Bada boom. And let's actually just delete the face because we want a circle. Bien E2? Bien. E2? Tail is popular for good reason. Oh, this is a circle of 16. I want circle of 8. And then here. because we want to be able to change the expressions quite a bit. So I'm going to go for a very functional layout here. The point will be to make very good deformations. Because if we're going to have the face move and stuff and do these crazy expressions, we'll need it. Check the Discord DMs. Gotcha. Perfect. I'll probably do the face first and then we'll switch back over. And we're going to make it in this very simplified version. Looks like that CS file pops in with Poyomi. That would make sense to me because they have all these editor extensions for their stuff, all the options you can play around with, things like that. Speaking of point, did you see the glitter update? I think so. There was like some shark texture or something on it. It looks pretty cool. I'm all about it for Poyomi getting updates. All about it. Time to add another channel to my emission mask. More! More! Estamos ocupando por mi tarea. We are working on my homework. Well, are you doing 3D modeling for your homework? 3D modeling for homework. Yeah, I saw that. The glitter looks so cool. It does. It looks very cool. Good. Good. And well, let's just keep going. Boom. Boom. This loop, I do not want to connect. I'd rather do that. And then, boom. Oh, but I made a triangle instead. A triangle? Excuse me. All right, that looks kind of goofy. But what we'll do is give it another circle behind it. Which we will subdivide the heck out of. And then we'll just add a projection, shrink wrap onto the mask. If I mention the mask is a one-way thing, you can't see His eyes or mouth through the mask. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. They will be void. Void. Did select the right thing. But why are these breaking here? Oh, I have to choose an axis, of course. On the y-axis. There we go. All right. And we'll say above surface by a little bit. Just kind of floating there. And I guess I'll send this to hit it. So just here. There we go. Okay. We'll make the rest of that later, but this will be a good start. A good start. Make everything nice and round. Does he ever remove the mask? I'm not going to solidify it just yet. Still need to make everything else, so let that be last. The goal here is maximum stretching. Right, so this edge is the only thing that really concerns me. I guess I could collapse this whole edge. That might work better once we actually get to adding more resolution. So I want to be able to fully reshape it into these kinds of points. And so we can see all these other expressions and stuff. The most difficult aspect is going to be separating the mask. Actually, that won't be too bad. We'll make one main mask, rig it, bake it, all that jazz, and then we'll split it into two. Once we know for sure we have a rig that works properly, and we can just rebake the weights onto both sides once we separate them. Shouldn't be too bad. All right. Now, for just some other objects, some other odds and ends while we get close to lunch, I'm going to make the D20. What's here again? We've got a D20, D6, D12, and a coin. So I believe I can do an icosphere. think that's a D20. Yeah, D20. Done. Boom. That is a D20. Hello, Axes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How goes your day? D6. That one's easy. And then a coin. You solidify on it. So, interestingly enough, typing up the game log from my player's last D&D session. Very exciting. What did they get up to? Now, how to make a D12? Dodecahedron. Perfect. Edit, preferences, add-ons, extra objects. Math function. Regular sided. Dodecahedron. Math function, regular solid, dodecahedron. Done. Custom setting I have, murder mystery players are monster hunters contracted by a town, Hollow Hill, to seek out and destroy a werewolf. Terrorizing the townsfolk. Ooh, that sounds fun. I like that. I like that setting a lot. I love monster hunters. That's like got to be my favorite trope. Townsfolk have accounted for all their dead. The body doesn't fit. This body doesn't fit. Oh, interesting. There's an extra body? That's fun. Somebody. Oh. I switch these up. Start body really quick. This is D20. This is the D12. All right, and then on all of these, we'll add a bevel. Percent. I guess offset would actually be better. Then we can do it gradually. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. A little bit more to do. What else? Got the wings set up. I guess we got some time. I said I'd show off the medium sculpt, so I think I'll do that just in the remaining 15 minutes we have, and then we'll go on lunch. Let me go ahead and make a backup copy of this character, which is coming out super well and super quickly. Feeling awesome about that. It's gonna look so cool. And then tomorrow we'll get the outfits. Probably be done with all the sculpting by Friday. Or I should say we'll be starting on the retopology Friday. Most likely. Shiny. Okay. But some people wanted to see the medium sculpting, so let me pop that open. No, that was painter. I don't want painter. I want medium. Oh Lord, why is it so hard to find? Weird. Oh, there it is. No, it's modeler. That's why I can't find it. Keep searching medium, but they changed the name to modeler. That's a weird sound. First, I'll show the ones that I made. So let's open. So these are some sculpts from yesterday. The face. It's really hard to do faces in it, or at least I haven't figured out the way I enjoy doing it. But some other stuff fun. Made this little building, which is cool. And then this guy. I was just messing around with the symmetry tool, which is super fun to do. It'd be fun to make a VR space that's all like, this is the tri-symmetry. Anyway, this is all done in VR. Yes, yes. And I'll grab my headset in a moment to show you. And this is like, I don't know, just goofing around. Not a face, but more like a spaceship, I guess I was thinking of. But it's really satisfying to view in VR because you can like zoom get like way into here. It feels like you're like in a building that you're carving out, which is cool. And then lastly, this one came out really cool. I think that was, oh yeah, here we go. It's like a, oh, can you zoom in on that, please? Edit. I reset the origin. That would be nice. Oh well, we'll do what we can. It's like a mask kind of deal, which I'm hyped about. I don't know. It's really good at making these like sci-fi looking shapes. Holy shit, I cannot zoom in on this. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we got this nice, cool. I don't know what it is. It looks like a little spaceship. Like thinking like a VR headset or something. But it's quite satisfying. That looks really good. Thank you, Namers. Thank you. It's very fun. There's nothing quite like it. And I am interested in jumping in, but I'm getting a little continue. We can look at some of the other stuff I made in the past. I made a moon. I like how obviously my love for organic shapes. And then made a, what else we made? Well, I guess a building. Okay, sort of rock, and then I don't know what we were doing here, but it's cool. It feels very like gummy and stuff inside of it. This is from way long ago. Yeah, almost a year ago for those ones. But I'm gonna try to get in it more often because it's fun and exciting, and you can do a bunch of crazy stuff with it. Um, okay, I'll just get in right now. Why not? Why not? Get yourself some lunch. I want to show off the cool tech stuff. Hurt myself. I think I have to reopen it. VR undetected. How about you detect it? All right. So, yeah, new. Guess we'll hit new again, and then should be able to bring in my desktop. Right. Perfect. So now, what I can do is not that. There we go. Clay. And we'll do something like this. Clay tool. Is it not seeing my controllers? There we go. Yeah. So I can do this, and then I'm going to do bam, pop that open, symmetry, and you can just kind of go in. But the fun part is you get to like go inside of it, so I can like carve out a space for myself in here, and then go inside of it. And now I'm in a little pot. Boop. I can punch holes in it. We're traveling. Yeah, kind of live inside my little sculpture, which is fun. Connect it to. Anyway, it's fun. It's a fun thing. I don't know how well y'all can see this. Let me double check. Well, yeah, you guys can see it pretty. Oh wait, is it not from my view? Oh no, it is. Right? It's gotta be. Anyway, fun stuff. Connect things, make like wires and stuff. Oops. Keeps beeping at me. I don't like that. Leave me alone. Anyway, that already key that already key balls make some sort of squid thing. I don't know. It's kind of goofing around now. It really likes yelling at me though. I'm gonna turn off the sound here because I don't like hearing it. All these errors. It looks so fun. It is fun. It is fun. If only it was multiplayer. That would be the most ideal version of this, I think. Cool. It makes everything you do feel very on purpose. But it's still quite different from like sculpting normally. I don't know. Hard to describe. Wait. But you can just keep going. I'm gonna do this. Connect it. Oh Lord. Tunnel. Anyway, you guys get the picture. Fun stuff. You can just kind of keep going, getting crazier and crazier. And I guess I'm going to because I'm having fun now. Some sort of octopus. Squid. I'm going and smooth it. Merp, merp. So I think one of the really cool things, I think they need a mustache. I think I agree. Mustache. But one of the really cool things that I've liked about it is the warp tool. So this one's really cool because you can really grab things and just like pull it in a way that you can't with normal tools. So you can kind of grab it like that. Actually, change the hardness right there. So you can do stuff like that, which like you just can't do in a Blender. I think while the bools are nice, they are very nice. It's all voxels, as far as I understand, whatever that really means. As far as I'm able to understand, that means. And we could do this as well. Grab it, rotate it, and you can just get these crazy shapes that you would not be able to otherwise. Or Now it's looking very Cthulhu. Oops. I am Cthulhu. But again, you can just go back in there and get like really small with it. Make a little mouth with claws and stuff. Oh, I keep doing that. Damn, you got to get a sculpting team in? Absolutely. Looks like a Reaper. Anyway, I'm probably going to make some masks or something to sell soon with this method. Oh, I see. It's computing it. Twisty mustache. Oh, this is cool. Okay. This feels much more intuitive when doing organic stuff. Spike. Not trying to exit it. I just want to move it. What? Okay, I really should go to lunch now. But I don't want to. Okay, I need to stop. Making a whole organic city together live, the creative power that would have. Absolutely. Well, I think like what might be fun, what the closest thing is Resonite, because you could each have everyone block out something in a general way, and then you all hop in Medium locally, and then make and load in those models. I think it's doable now, nowadays. We just need to set some time to it. But I would love to get a group together to try that out. Oh my lord! Stop! Stop! God damn it! Okay, sorry, I am going to keep playing with this for a little bit. Can you block out stuff in Resonate? You can make cubes and stuff, so you could talk about it in like a sketch sort of sense, um, which is cool. So you could like sketch something out pretty quickly. Okay, so we're going to go in this one. Very lag. Symmetry. Oh, Lord. Okay. Start. Is you. All right. Well, that was fun. Was fun. Pretty neat. Yeah, I think. But then you can export it too. I don't know about exporting from Resume. I believe you can because you have like free exchange of files. It's much more like a modeler and stuff. So I think that'd be pretty fun. Um, but well, thank you all for hanging out. And yeah, I think if we get a group together to go fart around and Resonate sometime, I don't know how this window ended up over here, but you guys gotta watch yourself. But thank you all. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me this morning. I will be taking lunch for anyone new here. Just gonna eat lunch. I'll be back in about an hour and a half, and we'll continue working on some other stuff. Enjoy lunch. I'll likely be back in the afternoon while I finish up a chicken sculpt. That sounds good. And good luck with your sculpting. I'm looking forward to seeing your chicken. And I will have a good one, Sky. Thank you. I hope everyone has a fantastic break. If you're new here, definitely hit that follow, subscribe. I will be back soon in just a little while. Thank you for the stream. Absolutely Namorous. Absolutely Axes. I will eat and munch and crunch. And everyone else is lurking out there. Much love. Good luck, Arctic, with your exporting and getting that unique package up. And we'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye from Twitter, too. Yeah.